Alrighty, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls 3. In the last episode, we explored most of the way through Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, even. Bleh, mouthful there. And we took on Pontiff Solivan. After a couple of tries, managed to kick his ass with our greatsword. And then we finally managed to upgrade our stats enough where I can wield this big old thing. And yeah, then we explored around a little bit. And oh yeah, and we also got hitched. We are now officially married. Through the weirdest marriage ritual ever. Let's go see how happy Yuria is about that. Hi, Yuria. I got married.
Ah, our lord and liege. I presume thy holy vows are sworn?
They are.
Wonderful. Now thou art the true and deserving Lord of Hollows.
Excellent.
With the spouse, the strength to claim the fire is thine.
Indeed.
Thy lordship, I prithee wrest the fire from its mantle. I, Yuria, and all Londor embrace thy impending lordship.
Sounds epic.
Be safe, our lord and liege. I prithee rest the...
Alright, so she's happy for us that we got hitched. No marriage gift, but, you know, what are you gonna do? I suppose a proclamation of fealty is a marriage gift enough. Anyways, in today's episode, we are first and foremost going to be talking to Sigurd because we need to have a little wagging of the jaws with him before we move on to venturing into Anor Londo and taking on the boss there, and also finding a secret tower with a secret NPC. And after that, we might be taking our first steps into the next area, but I don't know. We'll see how long that takes us. So, let's just get started by fast traveling, even, to the distant manor. First place we're going today. Great Mace. Alrighty, so from here, we're just gonna rush on up. Actually, do I have any homeward bones? Oh, I do. Okay, cool. Because while I'm here, I might also try and recheck for that Titanite lizard that I missed. Hello! Die, all of you! Yes, indeed. Die, you should. And you did. All of you now dead. Excellent. And are you following us? Someone's trying to follow us. Oh, there you are. And die. Epic. Righto. Hello, Sigurd. He appears to be asleep. Hello.
Excuse me, I must have dozed off. It's rather warm in here.
This place does look cozy indeed.
Well, hasn't it been all too long? It's good to see you.
It is good to see you.
Oh, I seem to have missed my chance, so I, Siegward of Katarina, offer my deepest gratitude. And a little surprise to go with it. It's all yours.
Emmet Foss. As for the little chance he seems to have missed, I don't know what he's talking about, because I've never done this with talking to him before Grey Rat gets saved, so I think maybe he's talking about Pontiff Solivan, maybe, but I don't 100% know. Either way.
I know. Won't you join me for dinner? I make a fine Estus soup. I've got some stewing right now.
Oh, yeah?
Even we undead deserve a little normalcy from time to time.
Indeed
And
we do.
finally, upon this rendezvous, let us make a toast.
More Siegbrow.
To your valor, my sword, and our sworn duties. Long may the sun shine.
Toast indeed. Yay.
Have you heard?
Heard what?
Somewhere, hidden right here in Irithyll, is a deep dungeon.
Indeed.
And even below that, the profaned capital, home
Shocking.
of Yorm, the reclusive giant lord.
Yes.
That reminds me, I've a grave promise to keep.
Is that so?
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I've cast a cloud over things.
There's never a cloud with you, buddy.
Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap.
You do that.
The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
Indeed. Right, and he'll be off to sleep. And we're going to have some of that fine Estus soup that he made for us. Even though we don't actually need healing, but it's just good. Alright, bye Seaward. We'll meet up with him again later. In that profane capital that he mentioned. Sure. From here, we're going to head a little backtrack. Just so I can see if I can find that Titanite wizard that I missed. I know it's over that way somewhere. Do 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 do. I think it's over here somewheres, right? Somewhere. No. What is it? Because I can hear it. I cannot seem to find it. Die. Ow. Die. Is it up here? Oh, it's down there. Right, okay, so isn't there, like... There we go! And got it. Yay, Twinkling Titanite. Just what I needed. Right, cool. Rectify that miss. And let's go to the bonfire, let's rest of that. And now we will travel our way to... Actually, how many Titanite do I have? I have 4. Okay, I think I need 8 to upgrade again, which... It's a lot, but is fine. Anyways, we're going to fast travel to Anor Londo. Broadsword. And here we are at Anor Londo. Now, that is certainly the way forward, but we're not going to go up there just yet. We are instead going... Right, not that way. Instead... This way. Right, or is this the wrong way? Nope, this is the correct way. There we go. Let us travel onto the secret tower. Now, I don't know how people managed to discover this, but there's a secret path here. So, just walk into the open air. standing on absolutely nothing. And like in all the previous games, if you have prismatic stones, you can just throw them down so you can mark the invisible path. But thankfully, this one's pretty obvious where it ends. It just ends right here. You drop off and light the bonfire. Yay. And over here, we have... Hello.
Name thyself, stranger. I am Yorshka, captain of the Dark Moon Knights.
Hello, Yoshka.
What beckoned thee to such a place?
Do nothing.
If thou'st come stumbling here in error, I bid thee leave anon. This tower is a prison. Thy presence shall invoke the ire of the tyrant Sullivan.
But I already killed him.
Though 'twas a rare delight to converse with another, may the dark moon what... Thou think this tower is a prison? I bid thee leave. May the dark...
We have to give her something. I forget what it is. I think we have to beat the boss here first, but... that? Or something else. Anyways, but that's Yorshka. She's the Covenant head for the Blue Sentinels, so... if you want to join the Blue Sentinels, finding her is a good idea. But I gotta remember what exactly it is we need to do. I think we need to beat the boss of this area first, but I can double check off screen. In between teleports. Anyways, we want to start dropping down here. Being very careful so that we can grab all the items on our way down. The Painting Guardian set, which, considering how Yorshka's appearance and the fact the Painting Guardian set is here, yeah, that's supposed to make you think of crossbreed Priscilla, because she herself is a crossbreed, although it's unknown whether she's related to Priscilla in any way, or if she's just an entirely separate, because, I mean, crossbreed Priscilla, she was hidden away and feared. Yorshka is hidden away here too, but it's not for the same reason. Priscilla was feared by the original, you know, pantheon of gods who hid her away because of her life scythe, which was something that could slay the gods. Yorshka here, she was accepted by Gwendolyn, so it appeared, or her guardian was Gwendolyn, so it appears that she was accepted into the regular divinities, and it was Pontiff Sullivan who traps her up here, who, after he takes control. So, her parentage is unknown, origins is unknown. There are a couple of theories, but, honestly, I have no clue who she may or may not be related to. All I know is that she's probably not related to Priscilla and whoever created Priscilla, which has a number of candidates. Number one, obviously, being, what is it? Why am I blanking on his name right now? Seath. Seath the Scaleless is obviously the paternal progenitor, but as for the maternal progenitor, we have no idea. There are several theories ranging from Guinevere herself to a lover of Havel the Rock, due to a certain skeleton that's within Seath's archives, but parentage is unknown, and crossbreed Priscilla, no idea who she's related to. Anyways, that whole drop is a shortcut, well, not a shortcut, but a way back to the Church of Yorshka bonfire, which makes sense. Yorshka is up here, and this is her church. Unfortunately, she's, like, imprisoned here, but what are you gonna do? Anyways, so we're going to make our way back to Anor Londo. Teleporting. Alrighty, here we are, and let me re-equip my sword. That'd be good to have, and, oh, right, okay. I remembered. So, in order to join Yorshka's Covenant, which I am actually, unfortunately, locked out of, you do need to follow Sirius's questline, because you need to learn a gesture from her in order to do it. I am not following Sirius's questline. I'm following Leonhard's, who I believe after we finish the boss here is when the next step of that quest becomes available. So, but anyways, so follow Sirius's questline. You'll get a gesture from her. Use that gesture in front of Yorshka. She'll accept you into the Covenant. That's what I'm missing. Right, so from here, we're gonna head up the way. And we've got Silver Knights who are just asking to be defeated. Ow. Ow. You're being such an ass, buddy. Ow. Right. Forgot how annoying the spear ones can be. Throwing twin spears. Righto. Embers. Collect souls and come on down here, boyo. To equal ground so that fighting you isn't so annoying. Backstab! Surefire way to kick your ass, get the backstab. There we go. And Tiny Charge. Hello, other Silver Knights. Yes, come down here, buddy. On flat ground so I can fight you. Ow. Ended. Heal. Tiny Charge. And much like Dark Souls 1, the front door is locked, so we gotta find another way in. Which there are a couple of ways we can do that. Lord Soul of Weary Warrior. So, there's this entrance here, where we have the giant from Dark Souls 1. He's been here all this time, and now he's dead. With the giant's coal, which we can give to Andre later. Now, this, specifically, is why I think Anor Londo has been here all this time, and it's Irithyll that's been, like, new and built around it. Mostly because, I mean, this guy is unmoved, and if they were going to transport Anor Londo somehow through magical means or whatever, why did they leave this guy in here? So yeah, I know that there's... I only suggest this because I've heard online that there's theories that Anor Londo got moved from its original location to here, but I think it's pretty obvious that Anor Londo is the one that stayed still, and Irithyll, all the old city that used to be built around Anor Londo just got transformed into Irithyll at some point. So, anyways, walking on this ledge, we don't have anything of concern, I don't think, and there is stairway that way, but I'm gonna double check this way as well. So we do have another Silver Knight. Ooh, this one's got red eyes, which means he's tougher, but also has more runes or souls to give us. Ended. Large Tiny Charge, yay. And I think there's something down here, but solve a crust all night. And this door is shut and doesn't open, so I'm gonna turn around and go back to that other doorway so we can make our way up. I'm going here. And head up these stairs. Yay. And make our way inside. Now, Outer London seems to have changed a little bit. There's like new archway and stuff added. And they, at some point, repaired the old broken window from Dark Souls 1, but, you know, other than that. We do have this thing right here, which that's going to drop down when we get down there later. And we're going to come this way, and the passageway to the right has been paved over, so we can no longer go in that area. So some drastic changes were definitely made, but makes sense that they would alter this place over time, especially because I don't think one building, even a building built by the gods, would be able to stand for that long. So there's obviously been renovation over the years. I'm gonna head over here. Now, if I could not get hit by these flames. Dead. And proof of concord kept. That's for Yorshka. If you join the Blue Sentinels, you can kill her. Smack. Smack. We're gonna leave those alone. So the boss is up in there. We're gonna leave him alone for now, though. Instead, focus on killing everyone here. Kill you. Now we do have that large curse beastie that's gonna drop down. And yes, this one is just as annoying to kill as the other one was. I can't even begin to guess what this thing is, actually. Because, like, it definitely looks like another mutated monster, so it wouldn't surprise me if this is another one of Sullivan's mutated monsters. But I honestly have no idea what it is. It was carrying Aldrich's ruby, so it's definitely connected to him somehow. Again, probably one of Sullivan's creations, but I honestly have no idea what it is. I just know that it's annoying to fight. But with our buffed gear, thankfully, the second one isn't too bad. So, with the front doors open, we're just gonna run down here. And, you know, actually, maybe the ring will have some lore enlightenments. Malformed ring left by Aldrich, Saint of the Deep, recover HP. Aldrich, infamous for his appetite for flesh, apparently had the desire to share with others his joy of imbibing the final shudders of life while luxuriating in his victim's screams. Wow, that's dark. Makes sense, though. Aldrich was a screwed up dude. He liked to eat people. And not just eat them, but specifically while they were alive. Yeah. It wasn't enough just to eat the dead, eat people, you know. He couldn't at least give them the dignity of killing them before making them his dinner. Nah, they still had to be alive while he was doing it. Which is extra screwed up. Ow! Asshole. Bitch. No chard. No, it's good. We're gonna run past these guys. Because I would rather not waste healing on these assholes. Ow. Alright, we're just gonna run, and keep running, and keep running, and keep running, and run past everyone. Now, since we got married to Henri, her summon sign isn't here, but you can... I don't think you can summon her to help you in your fight, but you can invade to help her in her fight. Against Aldrich, Devourer of the Gods. Who, as you might notice, looks a lot like Gwendolyn. Well, that's because he's actually eating Gwendolyn right now. Yeah, you see that human guy on top? That's Gwendolyn. This slime thing. This slug body thing, that's Aldrich. Gwendolyn's just being eaten alive right now and is just sticking out of him. It's gross. Oh, and get away. Yeah, watch out for these attacks with the arrows from Gwendolyn's bow. We'll just summon those things. Pillars make for good cover if you need them, which you are going to. He likes to fire these big shot things, and also these smaller ones. And watch out for those attacks, because those just fire a lot of arrows. And he teleports. Smack. Smack. Missed. There he is. Oh, and he has changed element to fire now. That doesn't mean much. Oh yeah, and also do that one, which is like tracking you. This is the real bad attack. Oh, and he also has life sight. Yeah, he has a bunch of different moves. And he also has Nito's sword. To say that, so yeah, when it says Devourer of Gods, it's not joking, because he seems to have devoured more than one god. Especially because he also has like Nito's drag wing things as well, so we'll talk more after we kill him though. Oh. Get away, get away, get away from this horrible, horrible attack. Heal. Ow. Ass. Ow. Ass. Ow. Ow. Smack. Smack. And smack. And dead. Yay. Ooh. Almost got me at the end there. Cinders of a Lord and Soul of Aldrich. And a bonfire. Yay. Now, as we can see here, we got the classic statue of Gwyn, his daughter Gwendolyn. Yes. And an empty space for a nameless son. And we got the elevators. Classic. Heading on up. Nothing here. And nothing there. And sadly, the best room in the game in Dark Souls 1 is now empty. So sad. We do have the Sun Princess ring, which should give us some fun lore, if I can find the... Here we go. Sun Princess ring. Ring associated with Guinevere. God, why did I say Gwendolyn earlier? Guinevere. Gwendolyn is the other son. Anyways, Guinevere, Princess of Sunlight and eldest daughter of Gwyn, the First Lord. The ring is vaguely warm, like a beam of sunlight, and gradually restores HP. Guinevere left her home with a great many other deities and became a wife and mother, raising several heavenly children. Yep. Place is vacated. So sad. Anyways, we can go from here. Hello again! Sorry for another random ass jump cut. Recording software crashed again. I don't know what's up with that. I need to run, like, maintenance on my PC or something. I gotta figure out what's wrong with that. Anyways, it, like, crashed, and I didn't notice it for a little while, so unfortunately, I just did some things off screen, which includes giving the Giant's Coal to Andre and checking out Aldrich's soul, which also include putting his thing there and devouring the soul. Anyway, so let me just re-explain what I just did off screen, because technical difficulties. I really need to get this better. Anyways, as I was saying, sorry, I'm just a little bit frazzled because that, like, I, like, hard panicked. I'm like, oh god, how long has that been not recording? But thankfully, you know, it crashed, transition and whatnot, so, or at least before that, so we're fine. Anyway, so when I got here, I basically came up to, oh, that. Okay, no, we're good. Thought it crashed again. Anyways, I came up to Ludwith, and we read the description for Aldrich's soul, which mentions that he was ruminating upon the fading of the flame, and that allowed him to dream of an age of the deep sea, and he basically resolved to devour the gods himself, which goes into the fact that Aldrich is a devourer of gods. Specifically plural. Now, obviously, the god he was currently devouring, which was Gwendolyn, which you could see from the fact that, you know, he was sticking out of his body. And that is actually the reason as to why he's in Anor Londo. Basically, I've mentioned before that Pontiff proclaimed himself the Pontiff of Anor Londo, and basically got Irithyll together and everything. Well, the reason why that happened is because if you do manage to join up with Yorshka and the Blue Sentinels, she explains this. Basically, at some point, Gwendolyn got either sick or just weakened somehow. And when that happened, Sullivan returned from his explorations in finding the profane flame, and basically declared himself Pontiff, imprisoned Yorshka, and defeated Gwendolyn in order to take power. And when the Lords of Cinder were being resurrected, and Aldrich was resurrected as a Lord of Cinder, and then refused his duty, Pontiff called Aldrich back to Anor Londo, and had him arrive there, and when he got there, he basically started feeding him Gwendolyn, as like a sort of way to make Aldrich more powerful, because Pontiff was... I don't know if he started out as a follower of Aldrich, or if he became a follower afterwards or something. I don't know. Their relationship isn't well explained, but they are allies, and I don't know if Sullivan was always subservient to Aldrich, or if he became subservient when Aldrich resurrected, or if perhaps even Sullivan was hoping to use Aldrich as a tool of sorts for conquering.
It's never really made too clear, but I'm pretty sure Sullivan was a follower of the Cathedral of the Deep, and then, you know, did stuff and things. And basically, when Aldrich came back and he summoned him, he fed Gwendolyn to Aldrich to help Aldrich become more powerful. Now, as you probably noticed, Aldrich had Life Hunt Scythe. Mouthful there. And the way he managed to obtain that was through dreams. When we were looking at the weapons that you can get from Aldrich's soul, one of them is the sorcery Life Hunt Scythe, and it describes that while Aldrich was basically munching on Gwendolyn, he started to dream, and in one of those dreams, he dreamt of a young pale girl hidden away somewhere. Now, that young pale girl was either A, Priscilla, or B, Yorshka. Yorshka's never shown any proficiency for Life Hunt Scythe in anything, and there's also the fact that she wasn't hidden away in a painted world, so presumably she's less dangerous. So I personally believe he was dreaming of Priscilla, which is kind of wild that Aldrich is able to gain somebody's power just by dreaming about them. Which might suggest he's able to do that with almost anyone, which suggests that if we didn't kill Aldrich when we did, and hadn't killed him like sooner, and he was able to kind of just sit around for longer and dream of more people, Aldrich honestly could have become unstoppable if just left to his own devices for long enough. Thankfully, we got to him when we did and killed him before that could become a possibility, but obviously he gained quite a bit of power so far. I mean, one, devouring Gwendolyn, so he got all of Gwendolyn's powers, and dreamt of Priscilla, so he got Life Hunt Scythe. And as you'll also probably have noticed, he had Nito's sword, as well as some of those, like, dreg cloak things, that, like, sort of death cloak that Nito had. He also had that, which suggests that he also ate Nito. Now, I know it's sort of like a community division on whether or not he ate Nito, or if he just dreamt of Nito. I'm personally of the opinion that he actually ate Nito, mostly because if he only dreamt of Nito, I think that would have only given him the sword, but not the death cloak thing that he has. The death cloak being there suggests to me that he did eat Nito. And there's also the fact that Aldrich is called the Devourer of Gods, plural, not just the Devourer of a god, which implies that he ate multiple gods, so, you know, I think that just makes sense in the long run. The other weapon that you could get from him is Gwendolyn's Dark Moon bow, but I don't use sorceries or bows, so I just devoured his soul and leveled myself up into Strength 42, and then we just gave the big giant's coal to Andre, who Andre mentions missing that giant and, like, knowing who that coal is from. Which, I mean, obviously, this is the same Andre from Dark Souls 1, right? But, like, has Andre been around all this time, and he's just lived through the entirety of the series? Or is he unkindled ash, like us? There's not been anything to really suggest one way or the other, and he doesn't really talk about it. So, I think the most agreed upon theory is that he's probably unkindled ash, but I don't know. There's nothing suggesting that he also might just be from those times, which would be wild if true, because that means Andre is super old. But yeah, I don't really know. Anyways, that's all we managed to do during the off-screen break. And now that we're back to recording properly, we're going to head to the Distant Manor, which is the entryway for the next stage of our playthrough. Aerithar of the Boreal Valley, And I head down this way. Now, we have this spot we're going to drop down to and grab a rusted gold coin. And then below us, there is that one who we're going to kill, and then this one who we're also going to kill. And large titanite shard. And there's nothing here. So now, we're going to wander over this way. And we do have a fire knight, but these guys are easily dealt with. Die. Goodbye, and didn't drop anything. Now we have ourselves on a cliff edge, which over here is pretty good view. Nice view of distant mountains and just the horizon, and oh yeah, we get invaded. Yay. Alva, Seeker of the Spurned. Hello. You're wearing armor from Dark Souls 2. Yay. Hello. Ow. Die, please. Goodbye. Murakuma. Yay. What is that? Does that give us some fun lore about... Let's see. There we go. This curved great sword of Alva, Seeker of the Spurn, specially forged in an eastern land, sharp but heavy, this sword requires extreme strength and dexterity to wield. The search for the Spurned had no end, and so the wayfaring knight warmed to a most deformed weapon. Yeah, just a fun little character. And over here we have a fantastic spot to trap somebody in PvP. And, oh, I also have ashes that I should probably give to the shopkeep, but I'll do that later. And over here we have Erithel Dungeon. A very dark and very annoying place to be. There are very powerful enemies here, who are also very annoying. Enemies who have the horrifying ability to decrease your maximum health. It sucks. Oh god. Ow. God, you're loud. Jump scared me for a second there. Jeez. Anyways, we're gonna enter this directory place. Okay, so these guys, they can decrease your maximum health. And it's through the use of that gas, I think. Thankfully, they have, like, barely any poise. But, yeah. Oh, they kind of just do it. If you're just around them, they'll just start decreasing your health. See how low my health is now? Yeah. Freaking sucks. Now. Yeah, that's locked. I think, yeah, it goes back up on its own, but it does deal damage to you, so be very careful. Anyways, we're going to open this up, get our hands on Titanite Shard, and there's nothing in here, I think. So I'm just going to leave these, and nothing in here. Yeah, and there's quite a lot of them here, so just be very careful. This is also a very layered area, so, oh god. And there are people eagerly waiting to push you off the sides. Be wary of that. We do have these giant slug guys who... Ow. Like always, they'll infect you with slugs as they hit you. Cause bleeding and... Right, I need to equip a torch. Ow. Great magic shield. Alright, I'm gonna heal. And I'm going to use a bone real quick, just because I forgot how unprepared I was for this little section.
Alright. So, equip ourselves a torch. Hopefully I have enough. Wait for it. Yes, I do. Okay. So, we're going to equip that just so when the slugs hit us, we will be able to heal and get them off quite easily. And you just want to get these ones down as quick as possible so that they don't, you know, do the thing. And you didn't rush forward to attack me for some reason. That's fine. Anyways, just keep an eye on your right or to the wall, just because there's going to be quite a few of these guys who are going to try and push you when they get the chance. And we got another one of these guys. Oh, God. Yeah, when they stare at you, it just takes your health away. And it's so annoying. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, and they have that attack, which, combined with the fact that they're getting rid of your health, they can just, like, near instant kill you. It's so annoying, but it is what it is. We'll be fine. Let's hit another ember, and I really gotta restock on these. I gotta do that when I get a chance. Probably after this recording session is done. Die quickly! Just going to ignore you guys. Die quickly. Die quickly. Okay, killed those three. It's not all of them, but it's some of them, so getting them down. Oh, jeez. God, you scared me. And that's locked. These things are so loud. Ow. Heal. And we're gonna go this way, which need to have another one of these things. Kill it good. And kill you good. And kill you good. And kill you good. And kill you. Yay. That's locked. We will find the key for it at some point. Large soul, the nameless soldier. Yep. You wish, buddy. Get dunked on. And that's locked. And these are all dead, so we're fine. Hello! Die. 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 Thank you. Old sorcerer set. And nothing in here. And over here is where we were. Maybe. And schmack. Ow. Ow. And bang. Alright. And he somehow managed to not infect us with slugs, so that's fine. Why am I doing that? It's not here. So, that's this level cleared. Now, we're gonna watch across that bridge that's upstairs. Go to the other side. We need to keep an eye out for a key that's around here. And over here. Okay, and we're gonna try and get to you.
Die quickly. Thank you. And die. Die. Large titanite shard. That's not. No. I think it's below us, or is it? Gonna kill you. And right in here. Pale pine resin. And over here, we got this like weird monster thing. I don't even know what this is, but we're gonna kill it. Just because we don't want it charging at us later. I don't fully actually remember if they come at you, but just in the event that it does. I'm gonna open that door. And, oh, is there something? No, there's nothing there. Which will allow us to open this door. And I can hear the sparkles of a titanite lizard. Open this. And jailbreaker's key. I think this is the key that we need. Test it out real quick. Die. Nope, not for that. What about the one below? Give you. Do. Nope, not that one. I forget what key does what. Oh well. We'll sort it out in a bit. Over this way. And then we're gonna be coming down to this one who we're also going to kill with a drop. And jailer gloves. And kill you. And then we have you. Kill right now. There we go. And then we're going to hide away and wait for health to regen. Yeah, those things are... It can be really scary to go up against, especially when there's multiple of them and they have that thing, because your health will go down even if you're like in the midst of a grab animation. So if there's more than one of them and one of them grabs you, you are for certain going to die because your health will just go that much faster down and then it'll just kill you. So yeah, honestly, probably the scariest enemy in the entire game, in my opinion. Oh. Ooh. And dead. Ow. We do have Titanite Lizard over there, which is probably a trap. Does not open from this side. Right? Okay. And you can see you got the helmets here, so it's just a uniform that they're in. Now this thing is going to try and lead us into a trap. Namely being that thing. So we're going to kill that. And we're going to open this. We're going to kill this. Yay. And, as always, when we miss a Titanite Lizard, I'm going to quit the game and re-enter. From software. Continue. Night leggings. And now Titanite Lizard back. And we kill it and get Titanite scale. Yay. Righto. So we go forward. And we find ourselves in the Profane Capital. And all the way down there, you can see that big old bonfire? That's the profane flame. Yay! Dark and mysterious place and... Oh, wait. Is Jailbreaker's key for that door? I think it might be. We're about to find out. Dark and ominous clapping. That's eerie. Ugh. All the creepy noises in here. Certainly fits being in dungeon, though. Let's see. Yes, okay, this is the Jailbreaker's door. And I head out here. And down here. Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring, which is good. And we have somebody with a big knife. Who is... Oh god. Now thankfully these ones don't decrease your health because they don't have the little lantern. So they are far, far less scary. And right, nothing. Just gonna continue on. And this is a mimic, so smack. And smack. And smack. And dead. Esther Shard, yay! And in here, if you can see, well, you can't see it, but if you could, there's a giant nearby who we're going to have some fun with. I'm glad these guys go down in one hit. Makes them far less. Ow! Assholes. Ow. Ow. Heal. And dead. Now then. There's a couple of different holes we can go down. I forget what goes down to what. But this one's got a ladder, so probably go down this one first. See if we can get our bearings. And, open that door. So we have the giant right there. And we'll take him out later. And, oh well. He's asleep right now, so... be fine, but... So, that's not the one. Which one is it that we wanted to go down? I forget if it's the ladder one or if it's the initial one. We'll just go down them in order. There's that one. There's this one, which doesn't open. And then there's this one, so... yeah, we'll just go down this one first. See where it takes us. And, oh, see the other side of the giant, right. I think that other one lands us like right on top of him, which would wake him up, so... Don't want that. Right, that's the way forward. I'm gonna go... Oh, no, wait, there's the ladder. Better safe than sorry. Just gonna leave that giant be. We'll kill him later. A pickaxe! Kill rat. Kill rat. Kill rat. Rats are dead. Kill rat. Kill rats. All rats must die. Soul of an unknown traveler. And in here we have big rats. Big rat's dead. Dung pie. And this is the way forward, and there's a lot of those witches there, so I'm actually going to leave that for now. Go this way instead. Soul Weary Warrior. And we do have a number of basilisks up ahead, I believe. So we want to be careful. Alright. Mimic! Oh, God. I got hit with the grab. Oh well. Dark Clutching. And this one... Old Cell Key. I think that's the key we're looking for. Anyways, then a bunch of basilisks drop in like assholes. Kill all of you. Kill all of you. Yeah, they come in from that hole there, which... Ugh. And, is there... Forget if there's a secret hallway or not. I don't think so. Pretty sure it's just down that way. But, let me double check. It's also there. And there's... Oh, God. Okay, well, I didn't mean to fall down here, but I did, so... Right. Well, there's a lot of rats in here. Yeah. Profane Flame. Large Titanite Shard. Die. Kill those rats. And, yeah, you know what? We can just kill the giant now. I don't think there's anything in particular we're supposed to have the giant do, so we'll just kill him now. And I'm pretty sure rats will continue to spawn until you kill him, so... Either that or they just continuously spawn him. One or the other. Anyway, it's kind of like a mini-boss. And giant dead. Titanite Chunk and Dung Pie. And, yep, just more rats. Large Titanite Shard. Kind of reminds me of Royal Rat Authority from... Or is it Vanguard? No, I think it's Authority. From Dark Souls 2. It's a similar room, similar setup with rats just coming out of the holes. I think that's the last one. Right? Yeah, I think so. Anyways, in here... Sigurd, how'd you get trapped? Oh, nope, another rat. Hello.
Oh, pardon me, I was absorbed in thought.
Indeed.
Oh, look at me. Trapped like a rat.
What, like all those rats?
You needn't worry. I've just been sitting here weighing my options.
Indeed.
The moment has almost come.
Indeed.
I just need a bit more time.
A bit more time to what?
My liberation requires a key. The key is outside.
I think I have the key, but I need to find your jail cell door. Which will be around somewhere. And so, we have over this way, which should be another mimic. There's a lot of mimics down here. And now you're dead. Dragon Slayer Lightning Arrow. Epic. I'm gonna go on up. Up the way. And we have found ourselves in a different area. Where's this area? I don't even know where this is. Oh, this is up here. Okay. So we can just re-enter the area we're in from there. But there's an item over there, and we want to grab it if we can. Yes. Lightning bolt. Yes, indeed. Right. Back in this hallway. So, we also have this hole over here, which will drop down. And that just leads us to here. And from here, we can, if we so desire, drop back down there again. Which, oh yeah, I think that's the way to his cell, but we'll find the way. Yeah, we'll just drop down. Ooh. Lots of damage. That is fine. Now we have this way. And we're going to hit this. It's going to take us on up. Up the elevator. And we'll find ourselves back at the bonfire. Yay! And with that, we're going to head back to Firelink Shrine. And spend some souls.
Welcome home, I shall speak then.
Indeed.
Very well, then touch the take nourish.
We shall do that. Yay.
Farewell, may the
Later. And before I forget, we're going to offer her Umber Ash.
Gracious, let I only...
And that should give us even more items and more armor sets and stuff. Yay. Ooh, the Helm of Favor. And I'm pretty sure the Easterner set gives you the Eastern Helm. And we also have Smo set and the Black Iron set now. Lots and lots of armor sets. Oh, and Wolnir's Crown. And stuff. Good, good, good.
Ashen one.
Actually, wait.
Ah,
Let me spend some of those souls now. Buying those. And those. And those. Yay.
ashen one.
Souls spent and many embers retrieved. Yes, indeed. And I think that is going to be where we end things for today. Next time, we continue our adventures in the Arethel dungeon, hopefully make our way to the profane capital where the next and one of my favorite bosses ever is located. And yeah, we'll also free Sigurd from his confines. So that should be fun. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me on the journey so far. Sorry again for the technical difficulties kind of derailing the flow of the episode, but you know, what are you gonna do? Yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Maybe leave me a comment too. Interaction is important. It helps my channel grow. And I want this channel to get big so I can entertain many people. Anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Peace out.